What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be reacting to the end of Brandon Brown. Now, I think one of you requested this quite a while back, but I'm finally getting around to it. I don't know what I'm getting myself into here. I don't know who Brandon Brown is. I have a feeling I think I've done a few videos from this channel before, and they've all been to do with like NASCAR. So I think it's going to be on NASCAR, but I don't know who Brandon Brown is. So I feel like I'm going to learn a lot here, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm just going to shut up and we'll get straight into it.
It's October 2nd, 2021. There's 14 laps
2021.
to go 300 at Talladega Super Speedway, but everyone watching knows the real amount of laps left is likely lower than that. Darkness is bearing down on Talladega, and by the time the next caution comes out, the race has a good chance of being over then and there. Brandon Jones is leading on the outside lane, but he's about to surrender the lead to another, lesser-known Brandon Brown.
Yep, lesser known. I have no idea.
And has become a minor featured character in NBC's Xfinity Series coverage in recent weeks, thanks to his video looking for sponsorship in which he parodies car dealerships. He's never won a NASCAR race, and his team is on the verge of closing if they don't have a massive stroke of luck.
Wow.
For the next couple of laps, Jones and Brown stay neck and neck with one another. Justin Allgaier attempts to join them in the middle lane, but he's about to lose all his help. At the same time, the race for the win is about to end.
Oh god. Oh my.
Brandon's luck has finally come. He's about half a car length ahead at the time of caution.
Yeah, that is
and
lucky.
The darkness has come. The race has been called. Brandon Brown has just won his first NASCAR race.
Wow, just like that. That is crazy.
Based on the loops.
Wow.
This is a dream come true. This is a dream come true. You guys, oh my god. Thank you, Dad, so much. We did it, Dad. We did it. We did it. We won.
At the time, I was super pissed. Not because I disliked Brandon Brown or anything, but because the race was shortened by rain. All rain-shortened races are bad, and if you disagree, you're lying to yourself. Brandon's being interviewed by NBC's Kelly Stavist, and he's on top of the world.
Well, yeah, you would be if it's your first win, and it's Talladega.
Midway through the interview, a chant breaks out in the stands, which Stavist interprets as support for Brown.
Oh my god, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me.
I can't hear what they're saying.
The chants from the crowd. Let's go, Brandon.
As you can probably tell, that is unmistakably not Let's Go Brandon.
Yeah, I was going to say. But, okay.
Joe Biden is a pretty unpopular president.
What? Why are we looking at politics?
Party, forcing him to back out of running for a second term. But the phrase that has been coined today will not be a bipartisan one. Within hours, several right-wing political commentators jumped on this, spreading it far and wide and turning the phrase Let's Go Brandon into code for fuck Joe Biden. Soon, there were Let's Go Brandon flags, hats, even entire stores named after the phrase. And really bad music.
Let's go, Brandon. Pandemic ain't real, they just playing.
Great.
What I'm showing you here isn't verified to be the truth. It's a tweet from a suspended account that only lives on as a Discord embed that alleges to be the man who started the fuck Joe Biden chant in the crowd at Talladega.
Right.
I can vouch for the existence of the original tweet itself since I took the screenshot and I'm the one who posted the tweet in Discord 3 years ago. Based on his other tweets, he wasn't a political nut. He was a pretty normal guy. So what could compel him to start this chant?
Yeah.
He was 15 beers deep.
Oh,
I think that sums up this situation pretty well.
Yep.
Of course, the story doesn't end here. At the season finale weekend in Phoenix, NASCAR publicly distances itself from the phrase. That same weekend, Cup driver Matt DiBenedetto, in a possible attempt to court sponsorship from the conservative organization Turning Point USA, said the phrase in a Twitter video that couldn't even be bothered to spell his own name right.
Go, Brandon.
Oh!
Turning Point never sponsored DiBenedetto, and to me it seems like they were stringing him along so they could get a clip of a NASCAR driver saying, Let's go Brandon. The story, at least from NASCAR's point of view, would go quiet for the next month. In late December, Brandon Brown and Brandon Built Motorsports announced they've found a full season sponsor that will bring in $5 million in funding.
Wow.
The Let's Go Brandon coin cryptocurrency. Oh dear.
Great.
Coin's press release states
It just
that
keeps
it's
getting better.
a patriotic coin that aims to inspire positivity and unity. Nothing to do with politics, which I'm sure is why just a few weeks earlier they had a booth at an event held by the same conservative organization that De Benedetto was getting involved with. After initially okaying the sponsorship, NASCAR denied it in early January. The organizers of the coin, chiefly James Kutolis, responded with a level head, trying to sue NASCAR. Kutolis claimed that Brown's other sponsors turned their back on him and that LGB Coin was his only shot to keep racing. In a Change.org petition, they claim all of his other sponsors dropped him.
I was going to say, he had nothing to do with the chant in the first place.
It was a lie. This is an article written by Matthew Burrows in January 2022. In it, he details several of Brandon Bilt's former sponsors that had been ghosted by the team after the LGB Coin deal was signed. Garrett Delph, the owner of former sponsor Shenandoah Shine, said the following: Brandon's sponsors didn't abandon him like Kutolis claims. They were forced out. These guys sit on the internet and play victim all day. They're bullies. Kutolis is a shill, using all this publicity for his own selfish gain, and it breaks my heart that Brandon has to live through the consequences.
Depressing.
Vic Reynolds, the owner of Larry's Lemonade, Brandon's sponsor the day he won at Talladega, said this: Our company helped keep this kid in that race car, and now we're being accused of abandoning him. Sometimes I wonder if that kid is actually speaking for himself. I'm inclined to agree with Vic on that last point. Most people will say whatever someone wants them to say when 8 figures of cash are dangled in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
Following this, Brandon Brown releases a typo-riddled statement apologizing to his former sponsors and claiming he still wants to change the meaning of the phrase "Let's go Brandon." To me, it looks like Kutolis or someone at the cryptocurrency.
I was going to say, I already spotted the mistakes
everyone
there.
else was out to get them, and that only LGB Coin could save the team. By the start of the 2022 season, Brandon Brown is running a blank 68 car, as the sponsorship is still denied by NASCAR.
Great.
Soon, the value of the coin plummets. LGB Coin is replaced by crypto company Trade the Chain, which sponsored Brown prior to Talladega. Kutolis continues his lawsuit without the team, and Brandon Built Motorsports never receives its promised millions in sponsorship money.
What?
In April 2024, the lawsuit is dismissed by a Florida court. By now, Brandon Built Motorsports has been closed for over a year due to lack of sponsorship.
Wow.
I don't think Brandon Brown or his team necessarily did anything wrong. I think they did what they could with the information that they had, and that information just
I'm
so
actually
happened to be
stunned.
lies fed to them by people like Kutolis. One funny thing about all of this is, like with most stories to do with auto racing, it was inches from never happening. If Brandon Jones was ahead when the caution came out, the drunken fan likely still starts the chant, but Kelly Stavis might not mention it at all, depending on whether she genuinely misheard the chant or was trying to cover for the network. After all, this race is on NBC, and saying fuck on network television is an FCC violation.
Well, yeah.
Editor's note, it was on NBCSN. I don't know why I thought it was on NBC.
Oh.
But they still try to avoid saying fuck on there. Just for common courtesy, I guess.
Great.
Regardless, even if she still brings it up, and it still becomes a right-wing meme, Jones wouldn't have any sponsorship issues. He's a pay driver whose father owns Ream, a company that sponsored various cars for over a decade. LGB Coin would have never tried to get into NASCAR, and sadly, since Brandon Built was already in financial trouble before the race, they likely closed their doors no matter what.
Damn. That is crazy. Okay, when I was looking at the video before I watched it, and it's at the end of Brandon Brown, I thought, obviously, it's going to be, he's going to, like, peak in NASCAR, and then, like, his races will be trash. That's what I thought. I did not think that we were going to start talking about politics here. But that is crazy, because, like, he didn't start the chant himself. So, like, he wasn't at fault there, but then other things happen. So, I don't know, but that is nuts that one little chant there like changed the whole thing, and the doors have been closed from then on. I can't believe that. I'm actually stunned. But I understand why you guys wanted me to watch that video. So thank you to the people who requested this video. And with that being said, if you have any other videos that you'd like me to react to, drop them in the comments. I'm working my way through everybody's suggestions at the moment. If you did want to check out any of my other socials or become a Patreon member and get early access to videos like this or top priority of your suggestions, then you can do all of that down below. But I hope you enjoyed today's reaction, and I will catch you next time for the next one. Bye.